I want to continue to talk to you today about creation versus evolution. And today's subtopic is, life is just too complicated for evolution to have produced. Major scholars have published books that have shocked the academic world into realizing that living systems are not only complicated, but the subcomponents of those systems all have to be in place for it to function at all. Otherwise, it begins to biodegrade very, very rapidly. For instance, Dr. Michael Behe published in Darwin's Black Box that there are more than 20 different sections in a cell. A single flaw in the cell's protein transport pathway is fatal. And he further writes, unless the entire system were immediately in place, not by developmental processes, immediately in place, our ancestors would have suffered a similar fate of a pathway transport to fatality. And it has been further stated that only whole cells contain all the necessary machinery for self-replication. Without the protein-forming machinery, nothing can be made. And that's by Richard Lewontin, a recognized biological scholar. In addition to that, the marvelous bacterial flagellum, it is stated by Jonathan Sarfati in his specific work, this marvelously, irreducibly complex bacterial flagellum, a little whip-like structure extending out of a bacterium. It's powered by an electric motor with the following features. It has self-assembly and repair, water-cooled rotary engine, proton motive force drive system, forward and reverse gears, operating speeds up to 100,000 revolutions per minute, direction reversing capacity within 1/4 of a turn. There is no way imaginable that bacterium could have produced that flagellum under naturalistic processes. And yet, those flagella on bacteria in our own intestinal systems are required to be totally functional for us to be viable. I'm trying to say that life is just too complicated for evolution to have produced. We arrived by a specifically and specially divine creation by a compassionate Creator.